So in this lesson, we will work with the method menus, number menus. Just take some measurement and calculation. Uh, at the first time, if we did not create any object on the screen, you may see in the measure menu we have on the item in gray color. Now we will create a circle point uh, with a center point and the point free on the circle, free on the plan, and it's create a circle. And now we can select the circle only, select the circle only, not do not select the center or the points, select the circle only. We have a pin around the circle. And we go to the method menus. We have now the circumference. Uh, if we want to calculate something about the circle again, you might deselect the circumference by click on the fifth plan and click to the circle and to select circle again and go to the measure menu and click the area to calculate the area of the circle. You might drag the circle for easier to see the area values, and click the circle again and go to the measure menu and select radius. This is radius. And how about the last option is about the equations. Once select the equation, the screen will display a coordinate system. And of course the equation of the circle. Yes. But now we only choose the use the basic geometry, the plane geometry first. So we select the only the circle, and now we want to measure the arc angle or arc length. So we will create an arc of the circle. So for creating an arc, you may select the 2 points that's from the arcs. And how to create an arc on the Geometer Sketchpad? You should select the center point of the circle first, and then select the first point and the second point in this order. So we will construct an arc on circle. It's different from arc through 3 points. So this is an arc on circle, and when an arc is constructed, it appear in the solid curve, and other is dash in the dark mode. If you want to calculate something related to this arc, so we may name it C and D, and CD arcs. So select the first select is select the circle, and click to select again. We will select the arcs and go to the measure, and we have now at angle, and select an arc again, arc length, and arc again, radius. Radius stays the same. With this value. So this is about an arcs calculation. So you may create a solid color in this arc. So the arc interior, it's 2 kinds of arc interior. It's a sector. It looks like sector like this. Or segment, we press the Control Z and construct again arc segment. This is the arc segment. So it's different. So that things we will calculate that the distance and the length. The distance is, we will select the distance from A to D. We select A and D and then go to the measure menu. We have now distance. not land. This one. And the land we select the segment ID only select segment ID, not select the 2-point ANDs. We do not select 2 points. In the end, go to the measure menu and select land. Of course, the segment also include A and D, but we do not select 2 points. Okay. So about the, so you may see the difference between the distance and length. They're different. Distance is from two objects A and D, and the length is only one object. The segment ID it's different. So now we will calculate some more funny things. Firstly, we will construct a triangle. And we can name it EF3. We create a point free on the segment EF. We name it 8. And from the point S, segment F3 selected to two objects S and segment F3. So we construct a parallel line using the menu, not using ruler and compass, using the menus. It's parallel lines. And this parallel lines cross the E3 at this point. The point I. Remember when select the intersection with the mouse, the computer mouse is sometimes different from create the intersection with the menu. You select the two objects and construct the intersection. It may be different. For example, we select this point, create this point, this intersection between the circle and the lines. But only this point. But when we select the circle and the lines and we construct menu intersection, so we have now intersection. We have 2 points, so it's different. Okay, we press Control Z. And now we can calculate the ratio ES over EF. So we select EF and denominator and select S. So we go to the measure menu and calculate the ratio. So this is the ratio, it's ES over EF. Similarity, we select E, and I, and go to the measure menu and calculate the ratio. Of course, we can calculate the distance between the 2 points, and we use the calculation. So we do it like this: we select it and I and measure the distance, and select F and 3 and measure distance. And now we go to the number menu and select calculate. The dialog box of calculation may be different from this version of this Sketchpad. So, but it stays the same feature. So that means we can select the X, I, and divide by F3. Yes, that's less. Okay. And we can move freely the point 8 and see the change of these values, and we can freely move the point E, point F, and point 3. Yes, another calculation is that we select the 3 point E at and I, and we construct the triangle interior. We go to the method menus, is calculate the perimeter. Perimeter, which is put this here, and do it again to the triangle EF3. We construct a triangle interior, and then measure the perimeter. If we want to calculate areas, we may select the triangle, the small triangle first. You select and select again. You select the small triangle and measure the area. And the greater triangle, we go to the menu, measure and select area. And now we calculate the ratio of the two perimeter, the small triangle divided by the bigger triangle. This is perimeter. We have only a small area of screen, and now we calculate the ratio of the two areas, the small area and the big area. Now we have this ratio here. Yes. So we may see the relationship between the two ratio and the many ratio that we create before. That's stays the same values, and this is the double the values. It is so we may calculate the relationship. Calculate to demonstrate the relationship between the two ratio. Okay, that is some of the measurements, and there is also some measurement about the coordinates. Coordinate is about abscissa or ordinate or coordinate distance. Different from geometry distance. This AD values is the geometry distance. It's related to the centimeter, and in the coordinate system is related to the coordinate distance coordinate system. And we also calculate this can calculate the slope and equation.